area. Let's bring the barking guy back on with us here. And Sir Guy of Bark, welcome back to our broadcast. You getting any rain out at the lake?
Yep, we got rain, we got drizzle.
Okay, but nothing like the monsoonal type rains that caused a bunch bad flooding a few years ago.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah. So are you actually close to a lake? Is it Avalon that's in the vicinity of where you are?
No, the nearest lake is Brantley, which is like 3 or 4 miles away.
Okay.
Flies.
So it's a ways away. So the water that comes past you is heading to Brantley.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Pecos River.
In the Pecos River. There you go. And you're on the west side, so you're the law west of the Pecos down there. That's an old movie reference.
I guess. Yeah.
Judge Roy Bean.
Yeah.
What was that movie called? Do you remember? It wasn't called Judge Roy Bean, was it?
I'm not sure.
Walter Brennan played Roy Bean, didn't he?
I believe so, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the biggest movie buff out there.
No, I'm not a big movie buff like
some folks are. There was actually a movie in 1955 called Judge Roy Bean. There was a movie in 1971 called Judge Roy Bean. And then in 1972, Paul Newman and Ava Gardner were in a movie called The Life and Times of Judge Roy Bean. And so there you go. Edgar Buchanan. You know who Edgar Buchanan was? What was the Petticoat Junction? Was it Uncle Joe?
Wasn't he Joe?
Yes.
Uncle Joe.
Yes. He was in the 1955 version of Judge Roy Bean, which was a TV series. So, yeah, there you go. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt with all that boring stuff there. Where did we leave off? We did the golf, right?
We're doing the golf.
We're doing the golf. All right, so let's continue on as the Barking Guy recaps state championship week as we look at golf.
Congratulations to the Nittany Colts state champs boys class single A to 3A golf individual champion. And that was Jackson Hicks.
Okay.
4A teams, Lovington 2nd, Ruidoso 7th, Artesia 8th. Individual, Riel Williams from Lovington 3rd. 5A, Hobbs 1st, Roswell 7th, Alamogordo 8th. Individual, Jackson Rains from Hobbs 2nd, Peyton Jones from Roswell 3rd, Kelly Owenby and Seth Lackey from Hobbs tied for 5th. Congratulations to the Hobbs Eagles, state champions, boys class 5A golf. Girls, single A to 3A teams, Texaco 2nd, Dexter 3rd, individual, Grace McDaniel from Texaco 3rd. 4A teams, Goddard 3rd, Lovington 6th, individual, Jaden Ware from Goddard 4th. 5A teams, Hobbs 5th, Clovis 7th, individual, Brentlin Odell from Hobbs 4th. And this week in Old Time Radio history, or for this period, June 29th, Vic and Sade premiered in 1932. July 2nd, The Adventures of the Thin Man premiered in 1941.
Those are great stories, and then they turned into a movie series, didn't they?
I believe so.
Yep.
The Thin Man, there was a Fat Man.
Of course.
July 3rd, Blondie premiered in 1939. The Abbott and Costello Show premiered in 1940.
Hey, Abbott. Who's on first?
Who's on first? That's right. What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
So when you hand out the paychecks and you hand out the money, who gets the money? Every dollar of it.
Dollar of it.
That's one of the greatest bits ever written, ever.
That's right.
Yep.
Ever. July 4th, Calvin Coolidge, 30th President of the U.S., 1923 to 29, was born in 1872. George W. Trendle was born in 1884. And he created the Lone Ranger. And why you think the William Tell Overture, you think of the Lone Ranger?
Right.
That's of Trendle.
Well, and that's also, I think, maybe you told the story or Isaiah told the story. The music, the rights to that music were free.
Yes.
So because of budget constraints, that was the music they picked because they would not have had to pay any additional royalty money for the use of the music. And it just became synonymous with
the Lone Ranger. And the Flight of the Bumblebee was synonymous with the Green Hornet.
I bet it was for very similar reasons, don't you think?
That's another Trendle show.
Okay. So he liked the classical music for his stories.
Yep. And the third one is the Sergeant Preston of the Yukon.
Okay.
And that was the overture from the opera Donna Diana.
Ah, okay. Probably not quite as well known, but still made famous by this gentleman.
This gentleman, George W. Trendle.
Mm-hmm.
July 7th, Escape, premiered in 1947. July 8th, Tales of the Texas Rangers, premiered in 1950. July 9th, Dangerous Assignment, premiered in 1949. July 10th, Jeff Regan, Investigator, premiered in 1948. July 12th, The Adventures of Sam Spade, premiered in 1946. Disco Demolition Night took place in Chicago during a doubleheader between the White Sox and the Detroit Tigers in 1979.
I remember that, Barking Guy. I remember that. And if anybody,
so do I.
If anybody wants to, ESPN had done a piece on it years ago, and I think it's on YouTube. And so just search for Disco Demolition Night Chicago White Sox and watch the history of that. Basically, they tore up the ballpark.
They did.
Blowing up records. Not thinking that the blowing up of record albums would turn them into shrapnel.
Yep. And the White Sox had to forfeit the game.
They did. They sure did. Yep. It was.
I remember listening to that game on the radio with Ernie Harwell.
Oh, so it was Detroit they were playing, right?
They were playing Detroit.
They were playing Detroit. I probably would have been listening to the Harry Carey version of it. And but that's interesting. So what was your impression? What was Ernie calling him crazy, nuts? What did Ernie say when he was describing?
He probably did. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. I do remember the Tigers won the first game.
Right.
And we didn't play the nightcap. They had to forfeit.
Yeah. Yeah, because all the people had rushed out on the field and they tore it up, and there's a big hole in center field where the dumpster blew up from all the records. It was a radio station promotion gone bad.
Yes, it was. Okay, July 14th.
Okay.
Stan Freberg Show premiered in 1957. July 17th, James Cagney was born in 1899. Art Linkletter in 1912.
Okay.
July 18th, Red Skelton was born in 1913. July 19th, R. Miss Brooks premiered in 1948. Gangbusters premiered in 1935 on July 20th. July 23rd, Raymond Chandler was born in 1888. July 25th, Walter Brennan was born in 1884.
I figured out the movie. It was called The Westerner. And The Westerner came out in 1940, and it starred Walter Brennan as Judge Roy Bean. So yeah, that was a 1940 movie. Gary Cooper was the star. He played Cole Hardin, and also in it was Doris Davenport. But yeah, so you mentioned Walter Brennan, Judge Roy Bean. That was the movie called The Westerner from 1940. See how we tied it all together?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. July 26th, Gracie Allen was born in 1895.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. July 28th, Rudy Valley was born in 1901. Bill Goodwin in 1910. Duffy's Tavern makes radio debut on Forecast in 1940 on July 29th. The Shadow premiered in 1930.
Who knows
what evil lurks among the hearts of men?
The Shadow knows. Ooh.
August 1st, Rush Limbaugh goes on the air nationally in 1988.
Yep.
August the 3rd, the Third Man, a.k.a. The Lives of Harry Line, premiered in 1951. Louis Armstrong was born on August the 4th, 1901. Lucille Ball was born on August the 6th, 1911. Dinah Shore's show premiered in 1939. August the 7th, Stan Freberg was born in 1926. August the 9th, James Stewart and Gloria Hattrick were married in 1949. August 10th, Herbert Hoover, 31st President of the U.S., 1929-1933, was born in 1874. Alfred Hitchcock was born.
And where was he born?
Herbert Hoover?
Wasn't it West Branch, Iowa?
I believe so.
Yeah. I've been to his, well, I mean, it's been a long, long time, but I went to his presidential library, which is there in Iowa. So.
Yeah. I think I've been by there when I was traveling as an RVer.
Oh, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
And Alfred Hitchcock was born on August 13th, 1899. And August 15th, this is the last one, World War II, Japan surrenders, official VJ Day in the UK. U.S. recognizes September the 2nd because that's when that was the USS Missouri stuff.
Right.
But August 15th is official VJ Day in the UK.
Very good.
Radio quotes of the week. I don't have anything.
Good.
You didn't want me to quote you, so.
Well, not that I say anything quote worthy, but I'm sure there's other exciting quotes you were able to find.
Yes, we are on the side that is going to win. Clay Travis about the culture war.
I heard that on the shout out over the weekend. I was listening over the weekend. I heard him when he said that. Yep.
We need to start teaching God's word in him.
Well, that's true.
Exactly. And that ties in this culture war stuff.
It does. It does.
And this is something that also ties in. No business needs to have weeds growing. Linda Stevens.
Yeah, I remember. And I'll tell you what, this rain is just going to make them grow like crazy. So folks need to get off their duff and get some, I'm sure there's people out there you can pay money and will clean it up if you're not going to do it yourself.
I've been spraying like crazy.
Yep.
But still keep coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
First, there was nothing. There was no weeds. And now
there's in July.
And this is very important. July 4th, Independence Day. I implore all of you to read the Declaration of Independence.
Yep.
And if you don't have a copy, you can get one on the internet. I know. I can download one from Hillsdale, and I know other sources have them too.
What's interesting is where they really get into the personal grievances with the king. There's a section of it where, I mean, we've all heard, the initial part. Most people are familiar with that, but when you read the whole document, I mean, the king was a pretty terrible person if you were a colonist at the time.
Yes, he was. He did all those things that were listed in the Declaration.
Yep.
Also, I'm not sure if the school lunch pickup will happen on Monday the 5th. It is technically, that is the federal holiday.
Right.
I don't know if it is, but I know the superintendent, John Ross Knoll, comes on. He'll give more information about that.
We will ask.
I
can also reach out. I know people. I can reach out.
Kith and Kin.
Yeah, that just arrived. Tana just arrived here. I'm going to move the camera. This you can't see this on the air.
Coffee of
Yeah, I can see.
Ethiopian coffee today. So there we go. This is just for the barking guy's eyes only. So there they are in there. So you get to venture out one of these days.
The muffins and the scones.
The muffins and the scones. That's right. And Ethiopian coffee from Kith and Kin today.
Yep, that's our foodie sponsor.
That's right.
Saturday, July 10th, Farmers Market in Roswell starts 7 to 11 a.m. Chaves County Courthouse. And the Artesia Market's going to have a special family day that day.
Yes, Lori wants to come on this week to talk about it. I just need to give her a couple of time slots. So I'm going to get that done this morning.
Monday the 12th and Monday the 19th, the school lunch pickup. Monday the 26th is also school lunch pickup. Tuesday the 27th, we talked about this earlier, Eddy County Fair.
Yep.
Starts, and that goes through July 31st. School lunch pickup on August the 2nd. August the 4th, first day of school in Lake Arthur.
August the 4th.
Yep, they are going by the extended schedule.
Right.
That's when they start. That's when K through 12 starts. Pre-K starts later. Friday the 6th through 6th, 7th, and 8th, tax-free weekend in New Mexico.
Okay.
Monday, clothing up to $100, computers up to $1,000, computer supplies up to $500, and school supplies up to $30 are tax-free.
I should have waited to buy Lana her new computer.
Tax-free weekend in Texas is also that weekend.
Yeah.
Clothing, backpacks, and school supplies up to $100 is tax-free in Texas.
Okay.
August the 9th. I'm not sure when the school lunch pickups will end. That's a John No question.
No, I have that.
You have that?
I have that. The school lunches will go through... well, they say Sunday, August 8th. So the Monday...
The last one is the 2nd.
That's right. That'll be the last pickup is the 2nd. You are correct.
All right.
Okay.
And so Meet the Teacher picnic, 6 to 7:30 p.m.
Well, that's a neat idea.
August the 9th.
Have a picnic. That's neat.
Yep. First day of school in Artesia is August the 12th. Saturday the 14th is girls soccer at Silver City Quad. And Monday the 16th, that's the first day of school for Lake Arthur in pre-K. And my segment starts back up on the 16th of August.
When schools are back in session.
Schools are back in session. That's right.
Well, Barking Guy, I appreciate you and all that you do to keep the folks informed and all the enthusiasm and excitement you bring to the ball games when you're there. If we don't hear you barking on our microphone, we think that there's something wrong out there. So,
and I appreciate you, Gene, and I appreciate everybody at KSCP and I appreciate the service that you bring to Bulldog Nation.
Well, next time you get into town and come by the office, we've got something for you here. So just
okay.
Next time you're out and about, okay?
Go dogs. Arf!
All right. Thank you, Barking Guy. The Barking Guy will resume August 16th. Let's take a break, see what's happening out there in the wide, wide world when we come back. Thanks, Barking Guy.